What is up, YouTube? It is I, Aura Expert. Now, today, we have an account review. This is number 35, 36. I don't remember exactly, but nonetheless, we're here and we're going to be looking at Daisuke's account, aka Why Not Hakai. Might as well. So, this account, going into it with no prior knowledge, as far as I know, this guy needs a help on a lot of stuff. He gave me a nice little list of things he would like to get a little bit of, outside help on, being Demonic Beast, Deathmatch, PvP teams, Hero Arena, the next LR, which, I guess I can let him know. Brunhild's pretty good, so get her if you want her. The Demon King setups, and then anything else. And then also I have full access to whatever I want, except for his diamonds. That being said, his gold is insane. 290 million gold is crazy work. So, I expect this box to be 10 mil at like somewhere in that ballpark, because he has a lot of gold, he has a lot of diamonds, so obviously he's dedicated to some sort of extent to this game. So I'm expecting good things here. Now, that being said, if you want an account review, do not ask, because my list is chalked off. I am not adding no one to the list. Stop asking me in the comments, and if you keep asking, I will delete the comment. It is that simple. I've said this in multiple videos. Y'all just don't know how to listen to the first 2 minutes. I don't get it. The retention span is crazy. But literally, once I open up my listing, you will know. I will make a video on it, and then the first 50 people to get in, first come, first serve, you will know. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and get into this account review. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, bro. We're on the road to 2,000. Maybe we're at 2,000 by the time this video comes out, but at the moment, we're at 1998. So 2 more subs, 2K, beautiful day. Now, let's see what we got here. And we're looking at a black screen because, okay. Fuck. What? Wait, whoa, 5 mil. Hold on. I was expecting 10. My expectations were not met by 50%, and I'm already looking at his character list, and he has no one SA6 except for these characters you see on screen. Oh, brother. Okay, this is making a little bit more sense now. All right, my brain just melted a little bit. He only has 4 LRs. His Sid is his representative hero, W-Mans, and then also he doesn't have he has 160, so he can make an LR. I'd say make King. Make LR King. Do not make Brunhild. Make LR King, because LR King has way more use case in the game than LR Brunhild at the moment. Out of all the LRs in the game, the best ones are Elizabeth, Deanne, and King, because they have PvE usability. Brunhild doesn't have that much PvE usability. Glocks doesn't. Galen definitely doesn't. Lilia, no. So yeah, make LR King, and I think you'll be fine with that choice. And then also LR King would help you for Endura as well, so you also want to build Blue King, and then yeah, you'll be able to do Endura probably fine, because you have the collab characters. You're chilling. Now, I was not expecting 5 mil, so who are you missing? You have a lot of the new characters level 90, SA6 or S6 or Awakened 6, whatever you want to call it. A lot of your characters are level 60. You have every character on your box you are, but you're missing more than half the characters in the game. But at the very least, all your characters are UR, which is good. And you have 5 mil, so I'm imagining they all have some sort of gear on. Yeah, they all have HP defense, which is perfect for you. So you're at 5 mil with literally nothing, which is crazy, because that's how you should do it. You need the HP defense your lane, HP defense your king right there. Attack crit on Zahard is fine. Yeah, other than that, yeah, all your characters are properly built. Nothing wrong with them at all. Unless I go into it and see you have R gear, which is whatever, I guess. Because at this point in time, as a 5 mil box that completed all story, you should have a lot of resources. And you did say you are a little bit of a hoarder in the description you gave me for this account, so I'm expecting to see some crazy resources. I better see some crazy resources, because let me see, are you using SSR gear, or are you just slapping on common gear and stuff? Okay, you're just slapping on whatever gear you have. R gear here, R gear, SSR, SR. So you're just slapping on the set itself, but you're not actually giving them the proper gear. So obviously, at some point in your career, you want to give them all SSR gear, S HP defense. Having the sets is a good plus to your box though, like better than most people. So as a 5 mil box, W mans. But again, you definitely want to get to the point where you can give them SSR HP defense gear, and then you can want to get to the point where you can level them up, which you're not really going to worry about. You're only at 5 mil. That's going to take you at least a year before you start worrying about building off meta units. So genuinely speaking, you're doing good in the gear department. Nothing truly wrong with this. So let's look at your like main characters, being your Super Awakened and LR characters. Do they have good gear? This isn't looking strong. Whose gear is this? What the fuck? Mael and Margaret have the wrong gear sets? This is Shadow's HP defense. Why is the Shadow's HP defense? Attack crit on her is fine. Need to build her. That's disgusting. Need to fix that. Whose gear is this? Deanne? Brother, what? Okay, sure. Nanashi? Brother, whose gear is this? Beta? Okay. Why? Why is Beta? Nigga, are you slow? Sorry, that was aggressive, but I'm gonna be so serious. You have HP defense beta gear and you gave it to a latte, but you also have HP defense gear on beta that's ready to be UR. Nigga, what? Give beta her gear back, bro. What are we talking about? If you really that desperate, just UR this gear for a latte at that point. What are we doing? But okay. That was a little aggressive. I retract my statement, right? But let me. Whose gear is Mael's gear? If Mael has alpha gear, we got issues. And then Shadow. So you gave all your Eminence and Shadow characters gear to the Goddess team. Why? I'm not gonna fix these, or I'm not gonna change the rest of them because I'm genuinely just like, what the fuck? But I'm assuming this is Beta's Alpha's gear. Yeah. What the fuck, brother? You can't be min-maxing gear setups when you literally have no characters. You have no reason to be switching gears around this early. And it's crazy to consider this early when you're at level 130 with 200 million gold and you have enough to LR some characters. But you only have like 30 characters max for your whole box. There is no reason for you to be min-maxing gear like this. Like, at all. This is dumb. This is actually dumb. And even if you do this for Hero Arena, just build the fucking characters. But again, you said you're a hoarder. You did tell me that. So if I see you have an abundant amount of UR stones and shit like that, we gonna have issues. So until I see that, I'ma quote unquote let this slide, and I'ma just go on my day before I have a heart attack. This is disgusting. Mazino's fine. Your Meliodas is good. That is foul work. You did Lancelot dirty. You did Percival dirty. And then let's see, who else you have? Balder's fine. Thor is disgusting. HP crit on Escanor's fine. HP defense, okay. Yeah, your gear sets are all the way fucked up. I'm gonna be so real. Like, your heart is in the right direction. You know what you're doing with these characters. You just don't have the proper gear. Because I don't know who the fuck told you to run SR untouched gear, but that ain't it. Okay. Let's see your holy relics. I already know there's not much going on here. Enhanceable. So you can do 4/4 in some way or shape or form. I don't know how, but you can. W. You're missing a shit ton of relics, but you have some, I guess. But I don't think you have a single relic outside of the free ones and collab ones, I guess. Which is, again, that makes sense for 5 mil. You have copies for characters you haven't used. Mael, Roxy, what the fuck, bro? I'd recommend you use these copies to put your dupes into these characters. Because at this point, you're already min-maxing your box to HP defense everyone. You might as well feed them their dupes so you can get that extra CC for box. Like, you have so many coins, apparently, that you just haven't put into character. That you haven't put into your characters. Sorry, that was a nasty cough. It's kind of nuts. Yeah, affinity is 0. I'm not surprised. I don't really care about the other one. Unless you just haven't unlocked passives yet either. Which, yep, you're missing a few here and there. A lot of your level 60s, but it is what it is. Yeah, overall, your box is kind of fucked. It's not bad, though. Your heart's in the right direction. You know what you're doing. You just need to do it better. That's all that really came down to. I'm gonna be so real. Like, this is stupid management. Especially for someone at 5 mil, there is no reason for you to be moving around UR gear this early. You should have an infinite amount of UR pendants at this moment. So for you to be done with the story, level 130, all this gold, I don't know what you did with your materials, but you definitely didn't use them. That's for sure. So this hoarding thing better not be like, oh, I have like a lot of blue stones or something. If you have anything, you should have enough materials in your storage to max out 10 characters. That's what I'm expecting to see. Otherwise, you've been playing the game wrong. You might as well delete the account. Now, going into the teams. Human team, fair. It's not a great team, but it's a team. It's all humans. High CC, I'm assuming this is like auto set or something like that. But again, it's a high CC team, sure. I'm gonna let this slide. Final boss, I don't know who needs Percival for final boss. I don't remember that ever being a thing, but sure. Team 4 is nothing. Team 5 is ridiculously unknown. Team 6 is whatever the hell that is. Team 7 is not a team. And okay, you skipped numbers apparently. Team 10 is a final boss setup of some sort. I don't remember when, but this was a thing. Affection. There's no way in hell you care about affection. I don't believe that for a fact. You have 0 affection. Demon team. Yeah, that is a demon team. W Chandler and Kusak on the same team though. Appreciate that. Demon King event. Okay. I'm assuming that's useless, but sure. Gold Farm. Ill. That's the worst team of all time, to be honest. I know y'all got this team from like someone's video. I'm assuming it's Amazing's Gold Farm video. I think he's the only creator that made a Gold Farm team in like 2025. This team is shit. Don't do that team. The animations on this team are so long, it's insane. Goddess team, of course, that makes sense. And then, okay, we're back to human. Okay, I don't care about these. They're all, what, nothing burgers at that point. It is what it is. We move on to the deathmatch stuff, though. What the fuck? I mean, Roxy and Lancelot, sure, but you want a human. Why? That's not a human. And Nanashi doesn't do much, because you want a human. I mean, Nanashi's fine. And then again, most red demon death matches are 3 turns. You will never be in a situation where you need survivability from Nanashi. So useless character. Useless character. Let's see. Fuck it. Let's actually play around here and see what you got for the human setup. Right? Humans of the blue variety. Mazino, infinitely better than Eliotis. And then for Mazino, you can easily put someone like fucking, you know, anyone useless like this point. Like, literally use Jericho. Which one? You don't even have her passive unlocked. You're trolling. Well, unlock her passive, use Jericho. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You will never take damage in this fucking fight. I don't know why you had that on the back line to begin with. And I can tell you haven't used your artifact cards at all. Do you have any? I'm assuming yes. Sort by combat class. Yeah, you have a decent amount. You have some decent cards. Why are we not using them? You just increase your CC by 10k. Okay. Great Demon team. This team is disgustingly bad faith. What in the world? Escanor only works 50% of the time. You have Merlin. Use Merlin. You have let's see. Honestly, fuck it. Keep Escanor at this point. Your box is kind of cooked. But Merlin is infinitely better than whatever the fuck you just had. Eliotis might even be better than Escanor, to be honest. But no, he has 2 close range attacks. Never mind. Honestly, yeah, just keep what you got. just keep Merlin there and then just run this. You'll be fine. Halleck's team, sure, that works. Belmoth, that is a bad faith ass Belmoth team if I've ever seen it. Don't use Balder, use Gother. Do you have Gother? You do not have Gother. All right. Yeah, sure, whatever. Keep Balder, I guess. But he literally does nothing. Escanor can 3-turn it, so his counter will never proc. Either way, you got it. I mean, it's a safety net, so I guess you can keep that team. It's a good safety net in case you get a bad teammate. So you have the Endura setup. So you're building King. Yes, nigga, LR King. LR King. Make him your next LR. For sure, LR King. And then you'll be able to do this. Maybe not with that CC because you'll need a hyper carry teammate to go first in Extreme. Because if you don't know, Extreme difficulty has like 600,000 CC. And both you and your teammate needs to have 380k to go first. So with you being this low, you would need to have an insane hyper carry teammate or somehow beat it going second. Which isn't the most impossible task, it's just tedious as hell. Either way, this is looking fine. And then for your basic team, you didn't even do it. So just copy this team over to your basic team because you're not doing hell difficulty. That's just not going to happen. PvP, yep, that's fine. Shadow Garden team is still pretty good. You haven't touched Elite, that's fine. And friendly matches, whatever. You don't like your friends. Brawls, whatever. You don't do it, apparently. You haven't put on a fucking... yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I'm not even going to worry about that. But again, I'm going to look at your affection being 29. Yeah, again, there's no shot you're actually paying attention to your affection levels. Otherwise, they wouldn't be that low. All right. Overall, again, the main focuses of your box, instead for your next LR, do not LR Brunhild, LR King, and then also, like, you know, fix your gear, give them SSR gear, because you have plenty of time. You obviously had enough time to farm gold, nigga. Go farm you some gear. That's what you need. You should not be 5 mil deep at level 130. There is no actual explanation or excuse as to why you're only at 5 mil CC at level 130. That makes no sense. That is feasibly impossible in that regard. Like, maybe 7 or 8 makes a little bit more sense, because that's where, like, most free-to-play players are when they've been grinding, like, relatively daily, like 7 to 8 mil up. But there's no reason for you to be at 5 mil. There's just no shot. So Blue King, fix your gear to make them everything SR, and then you have, like, good characters built, bro. You have UR Golder. Build these niggas, man. What are we talking about? What are we doing? You're gonna make me crash out, because you have some good characters down here. You just haven't built them. It is what it is, though. All right, let's move. We're gonna go ahead and slide on over to your arena, because I'm curious. Have you done it this week yet? I don't think you have. Okay. See, I know your box is fucked because you just don't have CC. So I'm gonna choose gold and see just what team you're running for gold to see where your CC is laying at. And right now you're using no associates, no links. Really, nigga? Really? We're not doing links. Okay. I don't know what type of balls you got to not do links in Hero Arena when you have no characters and no CC. But if you have no links on all your teams, you're insane. Okay, this team has links for some godforsaken reason. Okay, let me go back. The Shadow Garden team was correct, right? It wasn't anything like crazy. It was the Shadow Garden and Lancelot, correct? Yes, that's the perfect team for Hero Arena. That team does not have to go anywhere. But you can probably put links in and get over 250, so you could probably beat Platinum with your Shadow Garden team. This human team, however, it could be better, but it's really not that great. But you also have enough to do Platinum, so you should be able to do Platinum tier. The human team is like kind of irrelevant towards Hero Arena this season, because they're in a way a little bit turn-based, and you can easily do it faster with other teams. But let's see here. For your third team, you're doing Goddess. Goddess makes sense, but you also are not utilizing your characters at all because you don't have artifact cards. So, you know, to make your life slightly easier. Combat class based. 288, again, you should just be able to do Platinum. So, that's a fine team. If you literally built them, you could probably do Master. What's the... Okay, let me reset one of these real quick, because your Shadow Garden team is fine. You just need to put associations. What is the CC you need for Master difficulty? You need to get to 300. You can probably get to 300k if you build them correctly and actually give them, you know, stats, because they don't have stats. But you can possibly do Master. I'm not gonna say you can, but especially in this season, unless you have an infinite amount of materials in your box. But at the very least, all three of your teams should be able to do Plat difficulty easily. But the only team that I do not like here is your human team, because there's infinite better options, unknown and demons specifically. So let's go ahead and change this up real quick, because the human team is just not it, bro. They take way too much time out of your day. So let me see, what do you have for unknowns? You have Gother, you have Sabunak, you do have Merlin. Merlin should be fine. Gelda should be fine. Balder is also pretty good. Like unknown, you have some decent characters here. And then on the demon side of things, you do have Goddess Melly, but you don't have him built for whatever fucking reason. You do have Red Esterosa, but you don't have him built. Imagine pulling for characters and not building them. It's so fucking weird. But you literally have the best team for this demon setup, so I'm gonna do this for you. This will be your demon team. It'll be... you don't even need Red Esterosa. You use blue, because blue is actually a lot more stable for God Melly than red, in my humble opinion. I don't like him in the Hero Arena setup for red instead of blue. Blue is a little bit better. But literally, do this. And then for your third AoE character, you can use like Chandler or Cusack, probably Cusack, for the extra passive. And then, yeah, this works. Built them up, literally give them HP defense on Cusack, attack crit, it's HP defense or attack crit, whatever is on them already, that's fine. Go with it, and then HP defense there. Build these characters up, and then this demon team will literally one turn every phase. If you AoE with Kusak, no, not even that. You AoE with Demon King, AoE with Kusak, AoE with God Melee, you wipe every team. You wipe every single team. Instead of worrying about niche turns and if a character will die because you didn't kill a character correctly. Other than that, your teams are fine. Like, you can do plat difficulty for sure. And then, once you actually gear your fucking characters, these same teams can do master. And then so on and so forth. So, other than that, Hero Arena's fine. Let's look at your special dungeon. Have you been keeping up? 1 out of 6, 5 out of 10, okay. Not horrible. But it's not bad at all, actually. So that's not bad. And then checking in, your guild looks abysmally late, but there's only 6 people here. So I guess that makes sense. And y'all have this weird name thing going on here. Okay, sure. Whatever. Y'all got it. Have fun with that. Anyways, we move. Patrols don't really matter as much, but I can see you kept up with them at least, so that's good. Now let's look at your Demon King. Are you doing hell difficulty? Probably not, but let's see. Let's see what you got going on here. Truthfully, I don't know if this is a hell team or not, but I can see the vision, but I also don't, because you need a recovery card. You have 2 stance characters, which is just not good. Not good in any regard. And yeah, I'm not sure how you do this with hell or on hell. So instead of this, you should remove Boulder, and then once you LR King, you would put King here instead. And once he's LR, he will be a very good asset to this team. And then on top of that, once you build God Melee, he will also be a very good asset to this team, because for some reason you don't have him built. I don't know why. I'll never figure it out, but this team will work for you because you have your attack, you have Escanor can go. You need a debuff character, which King is a debuff character, but you're better off using, you know, the other LR character or UR character you don't have built for whatever fucking reason. This is going to be your best team. Period. In any scenario, this is going to be your best team once you build these characters, because for some reason you just don't care. So yeah, anyways, this should work out for you relatively fine. You don't even need Team B, but if you did, you already did it wrong. You don't need a Team B. You really just need this team and you'll be fine. You can do this relatively easily. So it's another one of those situations where you just need to build your characters. Knighthood bosses, whatever. Let's look at your creature nest here. First off, looking at relics, 3 out of 30, yep, 0, 0, 0, 0. So you literally don't do Demonic Beast. Okay. Have you picked the team this season? Nope. Or this week. I'm gonna choose Bird. It is what it is. This team's good for, you know, floor 3, but this does nothing for floor. That being said, you have the team to do floor 4, but you just don't have them built. So it's another situation where you just, do you have Shion actually? If you don't have Shion, things are going to be a little different, which, yeah, you don't have to slime characters. So honestly, for Bird, without Shion, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know who's a good replacement for her, to be honest. But your characters are definitely Thor, Trader Melee, and Magelda. Please tell me you have Blue Magelda in any capacity. You should. She's pretty much everywhere. Yeah, you do. So your 4th character could honestly be Deanne, and just run with that. Because yeah, Deanne would work wonders for this in terms of survivability. So this team is fine. If you want to use it again, keep it, whatever. And then obviously mess with your associations as you see fit. But your team is definitely going to be this if you want to do floor 4. And then Magelda to finish off the team. Best girl Magelda. And that'll be your floor 4 setup, for sure. Maybe Deanne can be interchangeable with somebody else, but at the moment, I don't think... I don't remember who was before Shion. I really don't. But Deanne should be fine. I think you should be fine with this. And yeah, Trader Melee, there might be better options as well, but I just use him. Even though I don't even have his relic. The reason I would use him is because once you get his relic, he's really good for it, but I don't even have his relic, and I've been clearing floor 4 just fine. And this is pretty much my team. Besides her, I use Shion, so I had no problems farming for this at all. And I'm already done with it, or practically done. So, very consistent team, and very, like, accessible. Moving on to Deer. What the fuck? What the fuck? This isn't even clearing floor 2. What is this? This is just disgusting. What? Okay, let's not. Ooh, yikes. Let's go ahead and help you out here. You have Jormungandr. No idea where her relic is, but it is what it is. You'll get it eventually. You have Jormungandr. I'm just gonna remove all these characters because I don't even want to look at the goddess team here. I don't know why they're even here to begin with. Your red unit will end up being, or you know, floor 4. You're gonna need Thor for your blue unit. Your red unit would usually be someone like Freyr. He would be your red unit for sure, but you know, you have a lot of characters to build here. I don't know what the fuck you've been doing the past year or so. I really don't. And then your other green unit, which would be Hell. You don't have Hell from the looks of it, right? And it looks like you also skipped Tyr. Okay. Well, unfortunately, you probably won't be able to do 4-4. But at the very least, you need Jormungandr. I don't know why she's not here. You can use Escanor if you want to clear floor 3. This will work for floor 3. Perfectly fine. Just use Escanor and just no diff it. But you're not doing floor 4. You need Hell or Tyr to do that. And then your card set, because, you know, if you have the card set, which I don't think you do, just from the way you play the game, yeah, you have nothing. So let's go ahead and just give you attack stats and then just go with that. So yeah, put your things on as they see fit, and then you do that. Top at 8, yeah, sure, I don't care. But I'm gonna just save it here and then reset it so it doesn't actually go through. Your Skull and Naughty team, let's see. I don't know if this works. I haven't tried Shadow Garden, so I'm gonna honestly leave this here. If it works for you, it does. But if it doesn't, use an unknown team. Red Thor or Red Thonar, Freya, and Escanor or some shit. Oh, Escanor, God Melly, Red Magelda, Thor. That's a pretty good team as well. Or anything like that. As long as you have Thor and Escanor and Meliodas. The 4th slot is whatever you want. But if this team works, it works. I don't know. Haven't tested it, so it is what it is. This team is very hard to use. This does work. If it works for you, power to you. But this is a very hard team to use. I'd recommend you just go with your goddess setup, aka Freya, and then the goddess team. Like, I'm gonna be real. You gotta put Mael there, and then that 4th slot goes to Margaret, which is Summer Margaret or LR Margaret. Doesn't truly. Red Margaret is better, for sure. Like, this team is infinitely better for it. So just run this, and then you should be fine. If you know, build a character. And then Tatasker, I don't think you have a character for this. I did not see Valenti yet, and I did not see the other Jormungandr, so you literally just cannot do Squirrel. So I'm not even going to bother you with that until you get Valenti and Jormungandr. Now, let's move on, because, yeah, we fixed as much as we could there. Let's see your PvP, I guess. Let's see. I'm assuming you have something going on here. Your money, or your time has to be going somewhere. Champ 5, okay. So you did something. What about your gear? I don't think you play geared. There's no way. If at most you probably master if you do play gear, but let's see. Go to 5. Yeah, no gear. Right, we did look at your team earlier. You did not play it. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Now let's move on. Brawl's irrelevant. Have you been doing your training grotto? 8 of 10, a little bit high. You should start doing that. Hoarding or not, you can overcap and you miss out on rewards. So you should probably get to using at least 4 of those 8 of training grotto keys, just in case. Memory of Yggdrasil, which is the most forgotten thing in the time, you got 0 out of 10. So you can actually do your world tree. Good for you. Now I'm curious, before I back out of it. Let's see. Have you done Nether? Wow. Okay. Did Nether. That's good. That is the hardest one, so I don't even need to check the other ones. If you've done Nether, you've done the other ones easy. Okay. I don't really care about equipment, but let's see. Reverse stages. There's no way in hell you're even past season 1, but we'll see. Nope, 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 and nope. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. He doesn't have the characters, or even built, for that matter. It is what it is. Okay. Now, here is the moment of truth, because I feel like this is a little longer than usual, because I've been really nitpicking everything, which is kind of what he wanted, so this, I don't know, it just feels longer, or more long-winded than usual. But we're looking at this. First off, I don't care, bro. It's a multi. Max out your storage. It's that simple. It's really that simple. And for a hoarder, for you to not have maxed out storage, you're an L hoarder. Okay, now, you do for 4. If you can do for 4 with that human team I showed you had, then shit, go back to it. But honestly, the team I showed you was better. You have a shit ton of enhanced materials. Everything else is fine. You have a lot of OG and Belmoss for sure. Red Demon, Gray Demon, and Crimson are lacking, especially when you have a lot of level 60 units and a lot of units you don't own. So these are honestly lacking. 6 of those, okay. 9 UR things, okay. 56 SA coins, okay. So far, this is like pretty tame. You're not really hoarding anything. I'm not seeing anything outlandish. You do have a shit ton of 5-star books, though. That's for sure. You have a shit ton of 5-star books. I don't even have that many 5-star books. I have like 10. 500 blues, 400 greens, 500 reds. You have a lot of books. Okay, the book farming is impressive. I'm gonna be real. The book farming's crazy. That's the only thing I'm seeing that's impressive so far in terms of the hoarding aspect. That's fine. 900 is light. I have 1,000 of those. Oh my god. Oh my god. How many anvils? 11k anvils. And like, why? You don't need that, bro. You need to build your characters. Your character CC is dog water. You need to put that to good use. All these hammers, you need 1,000 hammers, put it to use. Like, this is the weirdest things to hoard of all time. And then these same people complain about them not being able to clear content. I wonder why. Okay. 800 5-star stones is pretty standard. Very standard even. Okay, everything else looks pretty tame so far. Yeah, everything's tame. How many of these? 2,000? That's tame as hell. Nothing crazy. 4 stars, just trade them up to 5 stars. You're just wasting space at that point. Use your R's instead of holding onto them. You have plenty of R units that are level 60. Use these bitches. The 3-star, again, you're just wasting slots. This is not hoarding. This is just a waste of slots, especially when you don't even have max out storage. And then again, 2 stars, wasting slots. And how many of these do you have? If you're a real hoarder, you would have like 40k. If you're a real hoarder, 33. Okay, you're almost there, almost. But you're hoarding in books, so kind of makes up for it, in a sense. But 33k of those is kind of standard, I guess. But again, you have so many materials. You can easily build 10 to 15 characters. I don't understand what's the point of holding onto this stuff, especially when you're lacking in majority of the game. Your one-use items are pretty bad. Miscellaneous is empty as hell, which is not surprising. Okay, honestly, for a quote-unquote hoarder, this isn't that impressive. So I don't understand why you're at 130. I don't understand how you've done everything story related. I don't understand how you actually got through most of this shit, but you're truly playing the game wrong. And you really, and I mean really, need to like lock in on building characters, which focus on the characters that are usable in PvE. PvP is fucking irrelevant. No one cares. But literally, you should, you know, build your fucking characters and then you'll be just fine. So that being said, that's gonna be the account review for this one. A little bit more tame. A lot like there's a lot wrong with this account, to be fair, but I don't know. This is just not even a mistake. You did this shit on purpose. Like, I can't help that, bruh. So genuinely, just build the characters that I put on your teams and you'll be able to do PvE just fine. You should like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. But yeah, this is a very chill account review comparatively to others. But genuinely, I'm just over the fact of people holding on to this stuff and then wondering why they suck at the game. It's baffling to me. But yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace, and have a wonderful day.